Welcome back to Live on One, a miniatures-based but mainly Marvel Crisis Protocol hobby podcast. My name is Stephen Maddox. I'm back today with Stephen Bork.
Hey.
And then Jen.
Hello.
I don't know why I don't use your last name. Probably because it's not Stephen.
Yeah, you're not a Stephen. You're just a first name.
Yeah, it makes more sense.
It's kind of like Matt Alex. We always say Matt Alex. We don't just say Matt ever.
That's true. That's true, yeah. Well, I guess we have a local Matt, so that makes sense.
I think if there were more Jins in the community, this would probably make more sense, but there's only me, I think, at the moment.
So if you're out there and your name is Jen, please move to the Northeast and play MCP with us.
Specifically, not Connecticut, though. That would get too confusing.
All right, so we're back to kind of a full-form episode today, where we're going to kind of talk about, there's a lot that changed in MCP in the past, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
It's been 3?
I think it's been 3, yeah. So we're kind of touching on all of that and our thoughts and our feelings. We're trying not to go into like, oh, this is this and this and this, and just like list out all the changes, because I think most people have already listened to that or know about it.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like we needed more talk about, hey, why do we feel about this, if that makes sense?
Yeah. Or games on it. Like, I think the three of us have played enough of some of these new missions to give some feedback.
Yeah, I agree. But before we get there, we got to do our normal intro stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, bring it back. Bring it back. So, like our podcast name suggests, Alive on One. Either of you guys have any good Alive on One stories?
Nope.
All right.
Wow. Okay. Sure. So I was at my local tournament recently over this weekend, and I took Logan in the list, and he got flipped pretty early by Werewolf by Night. So on the flip side, tried attacking him again, and my opponent left him on 1, which is great because then I was able to Tornado Claw both a Black Widow and a Werewolf by Night pretty badly. And then what was it? What I do isn't very nice. I hit Black Widow into Werewolf by Night to daze him, actually. So both models got dazed from that. So, yeah.
Oh, wow, Jin. You have a good Alive on One. Why do you always point out my terrible ones? You're like, oh, look, he's Alive on One. I'm like, yeah, and I'm going to lose.
Listen, I can't help it if Lady Luck is on my side, okay?
Sometimes that's the bar she blows.
Mm-hmm.
Maddox, you got one?
I got like a couple cool ones. I had one where I was going against a local player, and I punched the Black Widow, who I've kind of come back around to in that character a lot more. I like her a lot more recently. But I punched the Black Widow with Spider-Man left her 11-1, but it left it so my Shang-Chi can then wake up because he was just dazed. He could do a 10 dice spender onto cap 3, and then was able to charge over and just punch Black Widow dead. So that was one. Just killed her. Nothing super crazy.
Easy peasy, no problem.
Indeed. I'm so excited about this episode. So I don't know about you guys. I mean, we should break some formality here and just say, like, this game was pretty fucking stale for like a couple months there. If I had to play on another EMAP, I mean, I liked the EMAPs in my list, but like, seriously, if I had to play on another EMAP, I might have been like, all right, it's time for, I don't know, Warhammer 40K or something. But,
man.
No,
I'm just kidding.
I agree. Yeah, no, the last like 3 online events I joined, I swear to God, I looked at the statistics. It was like 90% all of my matches were either on Demons and Gamma. And I was like, oh. No.
Oh my God, yeah. That's so awful.
Just shoot me in the face, please.
Yeah, and like we can finally get back to playing this game without that like we have to play MCP now. You have to remember positioning. You have to remember like matchups into certain characters.
When I messaged you the other day, I was like, dude, deploying in this game is a lot different now.
You have to think about it.
I was like, whoa. And I texted you, like, I deployed so badly with my Spider-Man, and he just got wrecked.
Yeah. Like, matchups are super important again, like battling over objectives. We're back to like some root MCP without, now that Thor, we'll get into this later, but we'll just hold off on it until I'll just stop. But I'm very excited. Like it finally, like, player skill can matter again a little bit, So.
Yeah. We also get to see more of the maps as well. Like, I feel so bad for TO setting up like these intricate like like deployments and maps and like terrain, that will like sort of hamper like different objectives. And then it's just like a straight gun line down the middle. And just
everyone just punches
we
in the
don't
middle.
get to see the 6% of the map.
Yeah, I think just from playing, like towards the later end, I was playing like Cabal, Thanos. I was one of those guys. And honestly, you just use terrain. You're like, oh, what can I throw at you? That was all you thought about. So it's nice to like think about size again and think about hiding and think about, more like in-depth tactics. So I was really excited today. Sometimes I don't want to record. Let's be honest, I'm a human being. Yeah. And other times, like, super excited. So this is an awesome like few weeks. It's a lot, but my God, has it been good? So
agreed.
Yep.
But back to our regularly scheduled events. So Maddox, what do you got for some hobby stuff?
So I'm doing a lot of hobby because I realized I'm playing Timeline event at Adepticon on Friday or Saturday. I think I'm doing the championship event Thursday, and then I think Saturday is Timeline because we know I'm not going to top cut. I mean, maybe
you can do it, man.
It's a whole new world
from Maine,
right?
Yeah.
So it's funny. I'm going to take 3 timeline lists that I probably won't play beforehand. I'll just show up and be like, "Hey, I know what's going on here."
You just want the dice, right?
I just want the dice. But I also realized I texted Brian because one of our MCP dad, Brian from the New England area, he's a judge. Brian. Happy birthday, Brian. He's a judge for Adepticon. So I was like, wait, is there a painting requirement for Adepticon? He's like, yes. I was like, dang it, I have like 20 models to paint.
Oh, wow.
So I'm just kind of quickly speed painting. I painted Wong, Beta Ray Bill, Taskmaster, your favorite guy with heavy firepower.
Thank God you're taking him. It's about time. Yeah. Maybe he'll slide into your shield list.
He's one of my 4 models. I was actually, I might see how it goes. He might talk about more. Honey Badger. I painted just a lot of like little tiny guys. I finished up my Thor 2, which is funny because he got nerfed like 2 days after I painted him. But you're welcome, everybody. That's why.
That's why, yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I'm just kind of working through a backlog, a whole bunch of stuff like that. And
I'm looking at these lists you have of like the models you painted, and dude, you could have just borrowed like half of these from me.
Yeah, but I have the models. I should just paint them.
Okay.
Right?
Whatever.
We'll see how much I get going. If I get towards the end, I'm like, oh crap, I have none of these.
So what have you done so far? Just these 5? Wong, Beta Ray, Taskmaster, and Honey Badger?
Yeah, that's not already painted because I already have a fair amount of stuff painted, right? So that's looking in. I need to get like Lady Mighty Thor painted. That model was terrible to build, by the way. I was like, it was terrible. And then Man Thing, Elsa, Sif. That's probably, I think, most of it. Oh, Red Skull 2, but I just bought him, so I have to build him too.
That's the one with the grunts, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I always get confused. No.
Yeah, I'm going to play him in Shield because I don't have Nick Fury Jr., so it's going to be like, oh, look, I'll play this guy.
The more busted grunts.
Yeah, right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, yeah, a lot of hobby.
Yeah.
What about you? You've been going like crazy.
Oh, me?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this weekend it was just one model. I painted Jin's Apocalypse, and I actually think so. Jin, I'm going to just tell you this on air. I think he turned out better than mine. So,
that's great.
I was like staring at mine. I was like, oh.
I mean,
maybe I buy a third one.
Hands down, the Iron Man and Black Widow I painted for Jin are much better than mine, and to the point where I was telling my wife, I was like, "Wait, you're getting rid of that one? He looks so good." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm mailing it to the other guy that needs them. I already have one." It's like, "But that one's so much better." I was like, "Well, thanks."
That's hilariously been a lot of things that's happening. Like because people have helped me out trying to replenish my rosters. Everyone like volunteered their paint jobs, and they're just like, "Damn, this is way better than the first time I did this."
Yeah.
Yes. I will say, if you do want a grimdark apocalypse, I'm getting pretty fucking good at the the paint scheme. So, email me at aliveon1@gmail.com.
Can you convert it inappropriately? Is the real question.
Yes, I can definitely do that. I already have some thoughts. Jin told me to keep his PG-13, and I was like, oh. So.
Jen, I'm glad you had the forethought to tell him that.
I asked. I was like, before I do this.
What's all this clear alien goo on him?
Yeah, I was like, do you want me to just like splatter paint white around the crotch? We'll talk about Apocalypse later, though, as a game piece, though, because I think there's some exciting things for him.
Yeah, I think he fits great into the scenarios right now.
Yeah. But yeah, I finished APOC. I have a bunch of other models I have to work on for Jin. Meanwhile, I'm also Archangel's next, and then I'm also kind of working on Medusa, Gamora, Agent Venom, and I want to paint Drax just to see how this neon green turns out.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, he's already base coated, at least his torso. So he's super easy actually. Like in terms of if you want to start, if you're a beginner painter and you want to like dick around on a model, Drax is really easy. He's just a torso, some pants, and then like some boots and some gloves and sword, and like it's only like 5 colors. So it's a great place to start, I think. And he's like in a position where his body is completely exposed. It's not anatomical position quite, but it's almost there. So it's really easy to like get in there, and you can practice layering, you can practice shading, stuff like that. So, but yeah, Jin, I'm painting your model, so does that count?
It's an all live on one, combined effort. So I did put together Man Thing recently to take him to the tournament as well, just to try him out. I thought he would be a good piece to sort of round out, like if there's like a Fisk or something that got brought up in. It's mixed, but he seems pretty okay. But building him was like actually a lot of fun. Actually, It came together like super easily.
Yeah, I like that model a lot. Actually, I'm really looking forward to painting them.
So fun story about Man Thing. I've seen these models online. I didn't think that was the actual model. So because it's like good, I don't know, it's different.
What do you even mean by that?
I mean, like it's more like grimdark than I thought it would be. And so I thought I saw like someone locals, and I was like, oh, that must be a 3D print. But it turns out it's the actual model. And I was like, whoa. I don't know. Man. I was impressed, I think, with how far they've come, you know? So that was cool.
Elsa model, that leg, like her leg that's like up on raising on like the tombstone, that sucked to build. She was very fun.
So I have a story about that. I ordered some of these new models from this place in Arizona. They do discount models and whatever, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money. Plus, they had Duncan's paints. They're like the only place that has them. I ordered that about 3 or 4 weeks ago. They shipped it to Massachusetts, and I'm from New Hampshire. And I was like, oh, yeah, it's going to be here on Friday. So I checked my like email a couple of days later. USPS shipped it back to Arizona, so now I got to wait another week and a half.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man.
Rip.
It has my new Dormammu in it, too, and the Wrecking Crew. So I'm like super bummed out. But
oh, yeah.
Oh, well. It's not like I'm playing in any tournaments anytime soon. So
I mean, doesn't Midgard have 2 thin coats?
Oh, they might, but I don't know. Ordering them online versus driving there, you know.
I guess that's fair.
I mean, you might get to them faster by getting the Midgard.
Well, I already ordered them, so now I can't fucking. I have to wait. So, yeah, no. If I'm going to Midgard anyway, Midgard's not on my way for anything. It's like out of the way every single time I try to like slide through there.
That's fair.
And then Crossroads is an hour and 15 north, so also not exactly.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. So
all right, I'll let it slide.
Yeah. Anyways, life catching up. So, Jin, how's your life?
Robotically, you said that. What
well,
is
Nick's
life?
not here.
What
So.
is life? How is life? What life?
Do you believe in non-being, Jin?
No, we did a tournament over the weekend. So the Battle Standard.
Yeah, but what about the Chicago pizza? Because our listeners have reached out to me. I'm not even kidding about how good Chicago pizza is. So let's go.
I mean, I've already had Chicago pizza. It's pretty solid.
God damn it, don't ruin it. Just make it. It's the best. Okay, I agree.
No, it is, it is not the best. It is not the best.
Oh, New Haven pizza is Jin? Okay, we don't have to get into it.
I will say that, like, when I eat pizza, I expect to eat a lot of pizza. A Chicago deep dish, you cannot eat a lot of Chicago deep dish. You have one slice.
You will hurt yourself if you do.
Yes, you're taking a nap after one slice, basically. But yeah, no, I've only had like Lou Malnati's out there, but that's like a solid OG chain that's been around for like a long time.
Illuminati's?
No, Lou Malnati's.
Oh, Illuminati. Okay, gotcha.
Reed Richard makes you the pizza.
Yeah, Reed Richard.
Yes.
He serves it to you from the kitchen.
Actually, he is the maker, and he just makes the pizza.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, good to hear. So, did you had pizza while you were out there? Yeah.
No, actually, I had Italian beef. That's a
Solid choice.
Chicago's
Yeah.
local sub dish that they have. It's really nice.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
But Jen, I care. Did your tournament go well?
Oh, tournament went well. Yeah, there were 10 people that showed up. Got folks from Rhode Island, got people from New York. We even had one of my pork roll guys from New Jersey come up as well. So it was a good
Nice.
showing.
Nice.
Overall, let's see. The final placing was I got third. Matt from Rhode Island, he got second, and Jeff from Pork Roll Protocol Jersey got first on that one.
Nice.
Absolute collusion.
What was first
definitely.
playing? What was Jeff playing?
He was. Wait, man, I was so involved in the actual tournament.
Midnight Suns, I think,
I think it was Suns
or Convocation. Maybe
It was either Suns or Convocation, but yeah, I assume that Strange was part of it. I just know that his last game was a Gamma game because this was our last hurrah before the old crisis, before they went away. And fittingly, the top table was a Gamma table at 15.
Fitting.
I was like, yep, I'm not going to miss this one.
Yeah.
No,
Thank
we're not.
God.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. But I had great matches. I got to play Matt, who got second. He won his first tournament game, apparently against me, and he was really, really jazzed about that. And I was like, "Yeah, man, like you smoked me. It was great."
Nice.
It was he had a Hulk on Mayor Fisk, and he just played him really, really well.
Nice.
The second game I actually played against Twitty. It was a really good match. Twitty mercifully gave me the game by proceeding to fail 12 sword flips in a row.
Whoa.
Like
He's
could
been
not
doing
believe
that
it.
a lot, man. He's
Yeah,
been
that guy's
failing his
cursed.
beta flips. Yeah. He's got to start running X-Men again, man.
Well, that was his X-Men list.
Oh,
And,
really?
yeah, I was just like, I don't know what to say. It's like, yeah, I don't know. Sometimes it's just like that. You live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Oh man.
That's really funny because I've heard not just that tournament, but other tournaments where not Andy, but the opponents will come up and be like, "Yo, Andy failed all his beta flips."
I mean, it happened
Sorry,
at our
Andy.
event too. He
Yeah.
lost against Matt Alex because he lost 3 painted flips in a row.
Oh my God.
Yeah, poor guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's funny. If he just took regular secures, I think he would have won that game,
Wow.
So, and then my last game was against Roland, and that's where the aforementioned Logan Werewolf by Night happened.
Oh, nice.
But it was a good game. He plays a great shield game, so it was very close, but we pulled it out at the very end.
Yeah, but is he
that
top 5?
I don't even think I'm top 5 anymore.
You are.
Oops.
You are.
Oops.
Wow.
Oh,
I like how
right,
you're
sorry.
keeping an eye on it more than I am.
Well, I like to look at my Dormammu ranking.
Yeah, I like it was like Steven had to tell me that it's like, oh yeah, did you know you're almost top 5 in North America for webs in Wakanda? I was like, I had no idea. I was not paying attention to that at
Jin
all.
is 11th, or at least when I told him that he was 11th in both factions. Like, Jin, step it up, man. You gotta break that 10 spot.
I mean, I don't really care, but
Yeah. Well, I want to be top Dormammu, so that's the only thing I care about. But anyways, so yeah, Maddox, do you have any life events? Because we should probably start getting into it.
Yeah, just working too much, so we can jump
Cool.
forward.
So upcoming events, I'll just do this real briefly. Our cancer event sold out, 40 people. March 15th, I will be TOing, so you will not have to face Dormammu. And we just got some shirts printed, so we're taking pre-orders on our Discord. We only have I don't know, less than 20 left, and they're all 2XL and 3XL, and they're made small, so it's more like XL or large and XL-ish. But they're big, so if you're a bigger person, buy the shirts. So
consider also wearing it as a dress.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
PJ shirts are great too. I'm actually wearing one now. I am. I had to look down. I'm wearing one as a PJ shirt. They're great.
Get it for your wife. Get it for your girlfriend. See?
Yeah, and we're working on making, because I know I've already had a couple people reach out about direct donations, since we probably will do a comic book raffle or something like that, some kind of raffle at the event. I think it's too much work to do one offline. Apologies to those who can't make it, but it's a lot of work. We all have a lot going on. It's hard enough to just record. So we will take direct donations, but I need to like make a webpage. So, or something like that. I don't even know how you do that. So I'll figure it out. I'll go into Dana-Farber Cancer Research Institute or whatever their formal title is in Boston. And without further ado, we'll come to tonight's topic. Boy, lot has been going on. I guess Steven forgot to use articles.
Boy, lot.
Yes,
a lot has been going on, boy.
There's been some small changes, just very small tweaks to, the missions and characters.
Yeah, so we'll dive into we have a sheet as mentioned in almost every episode. So our local event that Maddox and I were both at playing in, the night before, everyone voted that was the day of, or the day before the Thor changes.
Let me just preface this real quick, because it was like I was at work. I remember I was in an appointment talking to somebody about something, and my watch just kept buzzing at me. I'm like, what is going on? And then I get out of the appointment and look in, and everyone's asking me, like, are we using the new updates for tomorrow? Are we using the new updates tomorrow? Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So I had to go and look it up. And then, I thought it was kind of cool because, like, thankfully Longshanks has the polling options. So I was able to poll all the players and be like, do you guys want to use these new – it's the changes to Thor and Thanos. Do you want to use these new changes for the tournament tomorrow? And I laughed really hard that it was 12-1 yes. Everyone was like, yes, absolutely.
Who's the one who voted for –
I don't know, man. Do you want to out him?
Yeah, it was me.
It was you, yeah.
I had practiced with that list so much, I was like, I'm not sacrificing this.
But that was really funny because it was like less than 12-hour notice. Everyone was like, absolutely. And like change your list around or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, I switched mine. I dropped Thor, I dropped Thanos, and I put in Wrecking Crew, and it was Cabal, Thanos, Dormammu. So I put in Wrecking Crew and something. Hulk, yeah. Hulk, yep.
That's what I did. I took Thor out and put Hulk in. It was easy. Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out Hulk is still pretty good.
Borderline broken, to be honest. But yeah, so that happened the day before, and then we went to the event with the changes in place. Still, E's were in existence, but it was interesting. It did still feel pretty damage heavy. Because I played on Mutant Madman 2 times that tournament, and then I played against you, Steven, and we played on Gamma.
Gamma. Good old Gamma.
Yeah, and Mutant Madman's pretty solid for Wide Cabal anyways. So,
and then you beat me with Loki because you're a bad person. And that was that character.
Yeah, did I talk about that on this episode? How Nick and I went to lunch and I said exactly what you were going to do?
Yeah, I think so. It was pretty funny.
Yeah, but anyways, that was a great game. That was the finals game. So ended up winning finally my first local one. So,
hey, buddy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, well, we're all getting the Midgard guys come to ours now, and all of the main people have gotten pretty fucking good.
Better. A lot better.
Yeah, exponentially better.
Yeah. So shout out to main crew because they are doing quite well.
Yeah. A lot of stuff's going. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm just thinking of all the names in my head, and I'm like, yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
So,
do you want to dive into Thanos changes then, and why you obviously you dropped him? Why'd you drop him?
Yeah. So since you probably heard this on other podcasts, and we can get into the meat of the new stuff, which is the missions. So Thanos, in my opinion, really only works in Black Order.
I would agree with you on that.
And it's mostly just because of the changes to the free gems. If you have to pay for them, I mean, he's probably not terrible, but he's an 8 threat, right? That's too much to invest to have to spend the power. He doesn't generate power that much. I mean, 3 power a turn. You get 1 gem, and then basically, yeah, not worth it.
And his whole playstyle of fishing in your opponent doesn't happen anymore because Cosmic Portal's changed.
Yep.
I'm personally really happy because I did not like that model very much. I thought it was very unfun to play against because it was just okay, push me around wherever you want me to be. And it was really annoying to play against. But.
Yeah. And to be honest, I really like him being Black Order only. I do think they need a little bit of support.
Yes, I agree.
But being Black Order only allows him to fit in the game thematically without ruining the game for everyone else.
He feels more like an Apocalypse now, where you're like, oh, you want to play him in his faction. They changed that leadership. It is much better because the back of his card leadership used to be stupid.
Yeah.
So I think good directions that they're going in with him.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with the 6 threats outside of like, Thor and Thanos and CGR. But, outside of those 3 problem models, everything has been pretty cool with their 6 threats in the past year or so.
I agree.
So,
what are your thoughts on the Thanos change? Actually, I haven't talked to you about it.
So I think actually, like, you still might see Thanos splash in more like specific cases anymore, because the cosmic portal, teleporting allies up, and the fact that the Death's Decree did get a buff in the sense that you can't eye in the sky away the effect anymore.
That's true.
It's now active like when it's at the create dice pool. So basically the target's already locked in. There's no changing that at this point. So what you may find is that he's the most expensive Barimordo ever, but at the same time, like I think like he's still, relatively hard to kill. He gives you consistent like dice buffs, and he still gives you +4 dice.
Yeah. I was going to say Thanos without the stones is kind of like not a terrible 6 threat.
Right.
So
I was thinking that maybe you might actually take him as like power gem on him and just have him generate that 3 power a turn.
Power battery point. Kind of.
Yeah. And then you just use him to teleport around your models and give extra dice. That's a really good point. Yeah. That's a different use of him, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. So basically, they strictly as a splash, he's now pure support, right? And he can occasionally punch you. Well, his spender's still like pretty solid. Like, he's. Do
you want to run a 7 for pure support though? That would be my only like caveat. I'd be cool running a 6 for support, but 7's pushing it. Yeah.
It might depend on your mission setup, and like if you can have a crisis combination that would let you like include him and like maybe like a probably like a 3 or 4 wide like list. I would think.
I also think that whole pivot, because we saw this for a little while, the pivot to like duel with Black Order and Thanos. I could see that happening a lot still, or at least a decent amount.
He kept his damage reduction down to 0, so he's still annoyingly tanky. So you can still get a couple uses out of him, I think.
Yeah, and on like we'll talk about Deadline to Destruction, but he's pretty good on that mission too.
Oh yeah,
to hold an extract. So,
I do wonder about that. Like, if that effect actually is would that be considered an enemy effect? Because he only damage reductions against enemy effects.
No, that's a mission effect. Okay, never mind. So Bill's still good.
Just Bill.
Yeah, just Bill.
Bill, Jugs, and Kingpin.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, my bad.
We'll touch on that later. Later.
All right, so Thanos wrapped up. Bye. See you later.
Unless you want to play Black Order. I won't be
surprised if you see him. Like, he's not bad. I don't think he's unplayable, guys. But
no, I don't think so either. I don't think so either. Speaking of not unplayable, Thor 2's nerfs. There's a big polar divide from some of the content I've listened to. But I think for the most part, like, they're fair. Maybe a little bit too harsh. Maybe just his builder being like, if they're going to reduce to 6 dice, I don't know. Range 3 doesn't seem that terrible.
So, I think that would have kept it at 7 dice, but range 2, like Dracula has.
Yeah, or that.
But I get like they probably like they did with Malekith, but they didn't do it hard enough, and I was like, this is stupid. So they're probably just like, let's just go down way too far. And
to be honest, there's a great Danger Room episode with about 30 minutes of detail on this change. We'll leave it to them because they did a good job. But I think he's playable. I think he's also splashable still. He's just like, you have to worry about his positioning a little bit more, which means you have to play the game.
Exactly right. Yeah.
Which all of these, you'll see a theme here about having to play the game again.
Yeah. The basic thing about the changes makes it so that there has to be more interaction with Thor. You have more chances to interact with him before he kind of pops off, right? Because if you kept his stuff at range 3, he could always just walk up, throw the hammer or throw a builder into you, and then, just get 2 more power and just still pounce into you, and it's still the same play pattern again.
He has a long throw, so you get 1 power and you throw something stupid across the board.
He can still do that, I think. Yeah.
And I still think he's very strong in Asgard, I would say.
Yeah. The thing that you have to keep in mind is that despite the fact that his stuff went down, you are still looking at 4 instances of damage that can come from this model.
Yeah. You're only going to get that like maybe once or twice a game now, probably, but like still.
Well, so the
on
builder's
average,
still,
I'd say.
yeah. I mean, the builder's still good, and he makes 2 power return, right? So if you do 2 to 3 damage per builder, you still have enough to do a throw and pounce.
Yep. And I think we'll see his spender a little bit less, which is nice, actually.
I also feel like if we ever get back to like Samsam, where we have lots of really wide small dudes, he's still good against them because he still has a 7 dice clapback and he still has the lightning arc that's at range 3. So he can still just bully a bunch of tiny little guys.
Yeah.
That's why Shield hated him so much.
Yep.
Yeah, that lightning arc, the push any size, any direction, and then comboing off a lightning arc into multiple 1 damage instances potentially is still an incredible trigger. On this character.
Yeah. Which I know for our listeners who haven't listened to other podcasts too, I think one of the biggest issues in any game, this isn't just MCP, is like when something isn't broken, it's not good anymore. It's like, no, now he's like, now he feels like much more in line and he feels like a 6th threat, but he doesn't feel like, oh, Thor's either everyone has to play Thor or they lose, or B, oh, I see Thor across the table, I give up, right?
And then you also get like a huge, what is it called, nerf bias, where a model gets nerfed or something gets changed and everyone jumps off of it. So I think give it a couple months and we'll see how this levels back out. And people, I think, will still probably play them.
Yeah, like CGR that happened to last year. I still think CGR, his play pattern's changed, but I think he's still like he's a 6th threat. He's a good 6th threat. So...
At the very least, in affiliation, he's very playable. I was also thinking, do you guys remember Dr. Voodoo when people just went screaming for the hills when they
when they changed his drop?
That might be before my time.
So I always said to my locals, is like, if they had printed a new character exactly with Dr. Voodoo's card post nerf, would you call this a good character? And they would say yes. And I was like, yeah, that's still a good character. At the end of the day, it's just that, it's the bias, right? Of like what was versus what is now, right?
Yeah. And so, like, if you're a player, hold off on that. Just give it some play testing, see how it works for you before you give up on the idea or the model. Not that I care about Thor that much as a character, but,
Yeah, but I know some people did.
Yeah, absolutely. People love Thor. I mean, he's a very iconic character in Marvel, so. But... Okay, cool. And then real briefly, Hellfire Club, awesome change. I don't think there's too much to say. I mean, there's a lot to say on that, Jin, but I'm sure Jin has some stuff to say, but it's good to see it.
I think my happiest thing is that for long-term game development, I think it's healthy. So they don't have to balance characters on Hellfire Club.
I do feel like they kind of mishmashed it and didn't really think about who they were putting in the affiliation too much.
Agreed. It's
kind of like New Mutants.
List. Yeah.
I mean, so I guess the through line is that all these mutants are pretty wealthy.
You mean they're rich?
Yeah, they're rich. I think
Mag,
that's
yeah. That's what they based on. Okay. Hellfire Club, I get it. It's exclusive. You got to make a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
Does this mean you're going back to New Mutants though, and you're going to have a splash Hellfire?
A Hellfire New Mutant duel. No. I'll go back to New Mutants when they finally give some fucking support. I honestly, it was so sad. I watched a game the other day. I think it was a TTS stream or something, and it was fucking Weapon X, or not Weapon X, X-Force with Sunspot and Warlock, and I was like, oh my god, they're so much better in that affiliation.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. I think that was Mike Whalen. He was on a stream, or not a stream. That was a real life game, but it was a
stream game.
Stream game, yeah. So, but anyways,
there's a lot more support in that faction.
Even just cat and mouse on Sunspot, you're just like, why does he play the mission so much better here than his own affiliation? He's in Hellfire Club now too, so he is rich too. You're right.
I'm just saying it's a privileged affiliation list. That's all I'm saying. Except for Mega Red, I don't know what's going on with the Mega Red.
Oh, he's rich in spirit.
I will say though, thinking about Omega Red under Hellfire Club, he does seem really annoying. Actually,
Yeah, yo, Omega Red's kind of so. Our local Kenny's been playing a lot of Hydra into me, and the more and more I play against Kenny, the more and more I'm like, wow, Omega Red's like pretty solid actually. So, I like his
just
model.
quicker. I think he'd be a lot better.
Oh, so New Mutants.
Dude, there you go. And he jumps up and he can poison people better. Dude, bring it back.
I've done so many of those gimmick lists with New Mutants. I've tried literally everything. You know what still dies? Your fucking leader turn 3. So poor Magic.
But yeah, Hellfire is still like a really good leadership. They also took it off the restricted list, right? So you can get your 2 restricted cards back again, which is nice. So and yeah, I agree with Maddox. Like you could see actual Hellfire characters also down the road to like Shaw and folks, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. I think it's a good change. Really cool. But now it's really good. You know, I don't want to like diminish it too much. Like Hellfire being out of the meta. The only problem is like Jin's sitting there all giddy because he's a fucking webs player. Like now it's like, okay, what else can really do what webs are so skewed to these new missions in a good way. I think they're like going to come out pretty far on top. They're definitely going to be something we see a lot, at least. So
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
That's my 2025 prediction is that they're going to be more annoying than ever. So,
I mean, they're always annoying. I think actually though, there's some baked in designs with the new Crisis that we can touch on that I think will level the playing field a little better.
Yeah,
they're still going to be really good though. Yeah. They're going to be up there. I guess when you get like 6 months of no webs, AMG's like, okay, now webs will be good again.
I mean, they do have Spider-Man, and he's like the most successul character out there in Marvel. So
that's true. He's been played by more than one person, which means you are a superhero franchise at that point. Mm-hmm. Batman being one of the few others who's been played by that many. So. Cool, but all right.
Do we want to recap how we feel about these actual do you feel like they were good changes to the game with this actual character balance? Mm-hmm. I would agree. I think it's a very good change in the game.
Yeah, it's a top level like sort of haircut, right? So that everything else is sort of like floats up to the top again.
Yeah, I mean, not only that, you just really see the intention behind the game design here. Like with these changes, you're like, oh, AMG has a vision for how they want their game to be played, and they're really hitting home with these changes.
And you can see like the future looking, like the future proofing of the game with it. Like Peerless, we didn't talk about Peerless at all, but with Peerless, I think that is future proofing the game where it's like, oh, there are going to be other big bad characters that like, okay, you can't just have double kaiju all the time, which I think would be really important. And
I know people don't like keywords, but I think in this instance, I don't think like other games that could have keyword bloat because like honestly, they keep it pretty simple and they're good game, like they're intentional game designers. You do not see that all the time. You know, a lot of games that I've played in the past, not just Games Workshop, but in general, it's like you get these rules changes and you're like, did they even think about this? You know, like, is there any intention behind this? Like, this is going to make things ridiculous.
No.
What? No.
In the case of GW, it's a no.
Oh, no, but I'm not even talking about just GW games. There's many others I can think of where they make these changes and you're like, this makes no sense. All of these changes, all the missions, like this, everything has been really in line with like an intentional game design, which I just like when they release this stuff, you just like appreciate it. It's like, wow, these people have a fucking plan, you know?
I know.
So yeah, super good, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah, good call out. I was going to bring that up, Maddox. So I thank you for bringing up the Peerless. I think that's going to be very key to future large threat models going forward.
And an easy way to balance stuff if we ever need it to be.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I like it. So
do you want to take us on to the stuff you really want to talk about, Bork?
The new crises. Roar! Yeah.
Can you just like hit end right there and end the podcast?
Yeah, just over. Yeah, so the biggest change, fucking E-maps. If I could play some music right here, like, I don't know, some kind of bye. I'm like blanking completely, but some kind of like, goodbye. Yeah, emaps are gone. Let's all comment on that. Jin, how do you feel about that?
I am so glad I'm going to see more of the map going through the future of my games.
You mean you're not going to get table turn 3?
Yeah. That was responsible for my Recon to Switch, so I'm happy to just not be tabled as badly. You know, that's pretty good.
We have gotten rid of the zero thinking mission.
Yeah, I agree. And as somebody who played a lot of emaps with Shield, I'm actually pretty happy they're gone because I think it's better for the game.
Yeah. I played a lot of E towards the end as well, and it's like when you're doing it, like, so I was talking, Steve Maddox and I just played a game recently on TTS and like a practice game, and we were talking at the end about how like when you even just your approach. Oh, before this podcast too, we were all talking about like, so you know, you go to a table and you like see terrain. When in the whole era of E, you look at the terrain and be like, oh my God, that's a size 4 I can throw. That's a size 3 I can throw. That's a size 2. Like you're looking at it from a damage perspective. And now when you show up at a map, you got to start thinking like, where can I hide? How can I flip? Well, how can I interact? And it's just like this completely different mind shift of
I thought for
play.
list building, it was very different because like Shield list building was like super stagnant. It's like all in ease where it's like it's just the gunline stuff or name more stuff. And now it's like, ooh, I can do this. I can add this person back in. Again, I talk about have the Black Widow 4 threat back in. A lot more options in list building too because you have a lot more like play styles available to you, which is really nice.
Yeah,
because like before it was like, oh, I can plan to play on Fs and I can plan to play like pay to flips. But then you go to a tournament or you go to games and it's like, oh, there's an EMAP. Oh, there's an EMAP. There's an EMAP again.
I
so
think,
like you had to play them.
That Everwinter was kind of a rude awakening for a lot of main people because like we were practicing on lots of different maps. Even like you and I were practicing our 15 and then we show up and it's all like 17 through 20 EMAPs. And it's like, if you didn't have a game plan for that kind of threat level with that kind of map, it's like, you just gone. So yeah,
I think it's very helpful. But also Montesi is still in the game. So there is still an EMAP.
Once you pick it up, the map shape goes away.
I just wanted to be a dick about it.
Yep. It's because you have Namor. It's fine.
Yeah, buddy. Namor and Grunts. Let's go.
I think Montesi's in a lot of my new lists too, because if you win priority or, it's a pretty solid one. Advantage. Yeah. I've been actually picking my extracts in a lot of practice games because people are taking the same secures or similar to mine. So like,
that's right. Like you actually have to think about it. It's not just like, oh, I pick my secures every time.
Yeah, no, I'll always look at their stack. I mean, I always did before too, to be fair, but
but still,
yeah. Most of the time, I was like, oh, they have E's, I have E's. Okay, I'm going to take my extras. But yeah, no, sayonara EMAPs. It's been real, I guess.
Yeah.
Following that, also Researcher is gone as well. As a pseudo EMAP as well.
That's true. We'll miss it. Probably not ever. That map was that map was not great, to say the least.
It's weird. They try to fix it because that wasn't even its original iteration, and they made it hard to score, and it made it worse as a result.
They made it more killy, right? So it's like, oh, okay, I just kill people on this mission, and that's what kind of came down to. Yeah.
So, but that also means that that's right. Side note: all 15s are just gone. So Gamma's gone, Research is gone, and Sword Base is gone as a result.
And there's just 116 now, right?
No, there's Deadline of Destruction and the Cosmic Invasion stayed in the game.
Oh, Marefisk,
yeah. So there's 3 actually secures.
Okay, Paranoia rotated, right?
Paranoia rotated, so that actually means that there's no 16 extracts now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that means if you lose Prio, you never have to play on 16.
Exactly. Correct. Right. So like you don't get pivoted to those like low attrition games, which is kind of nice. You get more agency over it.
Yeah. So briefly, if you haven't heard or seen already, there's, in the current rotation, there's 1, 2, 3 extracts and 1, 2, 3 secures, I think, that are new. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I'm going off of Jarvis, and Jarvis is not very kind. They still have Research Station in here, so that's not
like
true.
Legal yet, technically, so it has everything in there still.
Are you talking about like with how many new?
How many are in the rotation? New ones for extracts and secures. I think it's 3.
Sure.
I think
Or
it's
four?
8. I think it's 8 total because I think there's
Oh.
2 that are in the box of 10 that are not legal.
Okay.
Correct.
So
Yeah.
Deadline, so for secures, it's Deadline to Destruction's new, Guardians, Save Shi'ar, Empress, and Styles new,
So let's see. The
Kron crystals, and Wedding Party. Those are the
Yes.
4.
Those are the 4, correct.
And then for extracts, we have Scientific Samples.
Correct.
We have Terrigen Canisters.
Yep.
We have Inhumans Deploy Advanced Weaponry.
Yep. And an unexpected guest, Crash Worldwide
Yeah.
Wedding.
Okay, I skipped that one by accident. Yep. Okay. Cool. So should we start with the secures and just go over? I mean, I don't want to. I know other people have done this, so let's just dive into like general thoughts.
How about, do you want to, like, what are you running in your list right now? Your Cabal
sure.
list, right?
Yeah.
And we'll have it more in that mindset.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. So, I do want to say, take all of this talk, even from me, with a grain of salt. I haven't played on every single new mission. I'm not exactly sure what.
I think that's for all of us, buddy. Right?
Yeah.
Right, Jen? Unless Jen's an expert out of nowhere.
Oh,
No,
he always
no.
is.
I can give you like hot takes, but yeah, I've only actually gotten to play on Deadline Destruction. That's been the one that everyone's been talking about. Yeah.
You've only played on that?
I've only played on that one as far as the new
Interesting.
crisis goes. Yeah.
Okay.
Because at the time I was still running Wakanda, and I was trying to see if it made sense to put that in the list. Turns out, I think Deadline Destruction is a good Wakanda map.
Yeah,
I would
I think
agree.
Wakanda's going to be solid in this new setup too. So yeah, let's before we dive into our list too, general changes and like teams we think are solid. So and why, I guess. So these new missions, there's like 2 more pay to flips, I think, for secures, and that kind of changes the game on its own right. There's like a compressed sword at a higher threat level, and there's like a slightly wider sword at a even higher threat level.
And there's also another sword, but not as like snowbally effect.
Right, there's 2 ones with that 4 square shape.
Yeah.
And I've played on both. One's a 17, one's a 19. They're great, honestly. But what does that mean for the general game? I think like teams, so I think this is a guess here, but it seems like AMG's trying to get basically like 5 wide middle of the range teams versus 5 wide middle of the range teams, like 5-on-5 pay to flips, basically. Well, not just pay to flips, but 5-on-5 classic MCP at 17 plus. That's what it feels like their intention is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting that feeling.
I would agree. And I agree. They're also making it feel like, one, none of the extracts that came out are odd number. They're all even. So I think there's one that's a 5, but most of them are 4s. And then there's also those things that I don't know the exact missions off the top of my head, but there are a couple of different examples of like, if you're playing more on your secures with your extracts, you get like bonus VPs and stuff. So I agree, a lot more like honest MCP playing, not a lot of running away kind of stuff, which I really like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extracts they did one scientific samples encourages you to, for yourself to like be near an extract so you can get the bonus points, or near a secure with the bonus points, as long as you have an extract with near that secure. Whereas like the unexpected guess one, it punishes you by if you run away too far from your secures.
Yeah.
And it makes you like
pushed.
go
I will
towards
say,
them.
having played on that mission with Toad in APOC, it doesn't matter too much. Like, it can matter if you do it early, but I think late game it's still okay. So
Well, yeah, and I think that's a good thing, is that it's not like oppressive. Because what was the one where we kept pushing you around spider portals, right? That mission sucked. So I think it's a good thing that it's not horrifically oppressive.
yeah, and those kind of like game mechanics are still in existence. You'll still see them. So they're not eradicated, but it does make it like, if you decide, I guess here's the big thing, like, so you have Toad, right? You use him as your safeguard, or even Namor or something like that. Turn 1, you go up, you grab the middle, and then you can't like run away for the whole game. Like on Toad is a better example because he's like a 2 threat and you don't really need him to do anything. So if you have an extract just to keep that point ahead of your opponent, you'll keep getting pushed, right? So you have to do something with him. It does kind of limit that. So it's like, at least it's like turn 3 or 4 where you start running away, or at least rotating to a different side of the board where there's less like things that can kill him. So I think it's pretty solid in that respect, of eliminating that So
I will say that actually the fact that it's a push does make it kind of easy to get around if you can find a piece of terrain that he can sort of like have a nice little nook, right, that he can put himself into.
Yeah, I know. I already did that. So
I'm a bad person.
Yeah, I felt really bad. I was like, well, you can push him laterally or further away.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but I think okay, yeah. So general intention, I think, from AMG to kind of like paraphrase these new missions is that like they're really trying to force interaction between characters and mission. They're really trying to have you play like 4 to 6 wide, I would say, ideally. So you can still bring bigger things, but then you're less mission playing. Because a lot of the stacks that I've seen are like 8+ points on the board, like a lot of them. And that might just be because people are trying things out, but it does seem like it's really hard to get away from like 8+, depending on what, because you have to take 3 missions. It's a random drawing, right? So getting like 7.
Stop you. Quick. You're talking about like points able to score in a turn.
Points on the board. Yeah. Sorry. When I say so mission stack, it's the 2 missions together. So what's available on the board to score. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I think right now the lowest situation would probably be an Intrusions game. That's now the only 3 points.
Intrusions Montesi would be 6.
Yeah, or like Alien Ship and Intrusions or something like that.
You have Deadly Meteors too. That's still 3, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
So you can get 6s.
But not a lot, right? It's mostly 4s and then a couple of 5s.
And you really have to luck out because you're probably going to have 2 extracts in your list that are 4. You could probably have.
Is Deadly Legacy Virus dropped out?
No, it's still in there.
Oh, so you can have 2 that are 3 extracts, I think.
Yeah. So if you want to be really conservative, I guess as a fight team, it would probably be what Ship,
Montesi.
Yeah.
So you can still have 3 secures or all 3 VPs.
Yeah. But at least it won't be like a 5-point thing.
Yeah,
Researcher used to be like awful.
Well, also there's some interaction there, right? If you lose priority and your opponent sees 2 3-stack missions and they're running a Y team, guess what they're going to pick? Their extracts.
Exactly right.
Yeah. So, a smart opponent, I guess, who's thinking about the game, but. There's a lot of. That's the thing too. Is like even with these changes, there's play around those scenarios where you're like, I'm not doing that, which I love because before it was like, I have to play on this fucking E-map. No matter what I do, I'm gonna have to be next to these fucking secures, and I'm gonna get blown off the table.
Right. Yeah. If you want to take the lowest scoring like missions, they're all like middle of the board missions now, right? There isn't anything that lets you hang back. Mm-hmm. So it does encourage some sort of midline, even if it's like a low point score.
Yeah. Because intrusions, that was classically an attrition team mission, but like you have to go to the middle, and if you're playing on a mission stack that's intrusions plus, like Terrigen canisters or something, now you really can't play that attrition game, as well, because there's 8 points on the board.
That's what I played after our TTS game. I played Intrusion and Terrigen Canister. It was a very attrition-y game. Because you can't really run away super easily with the Terrigen Canisters.
Okay, well maybe Spider Infected would have been a better example. But
I was like, this game was very murdery.
But at the same time, like, because there's 8 points on the board, like someone can feasibly win by like turn 4, or round 4, So
what if I told you we went to round 7?
Oh, well, I mean, get good.
Get better, Maddox. Jesus. Do you guys have any thoughts about general intention, too? I'd like to hear your opinions.
I mean, I agree. I think it's definitely... sorry, I jumped in front of you, Jen. I think it's definitely a lot more, like, honest MCP. I think you brought up a good point where it's, like, 5-on-5, a lot more 3s and 4s, probably, or threat-level characters, and a lot less, like, oh, here's my big... Oogie Boogie Monster Man at 15. Let's go punch each other, right? So I feel it's much more like a mission kind of focused.
Yeah. Jen?
Yeah. It's also like I do also like to add that they are playing around with some new shapes, which I enjoyed, like the tighter diamonds, which is like interesting because it's scoring, but also very interactive. Dude, I have no idea who I should use in Humans deploy advanced weaponry with, because that map is wild.
Dude,
like,
I use it in
I
my
love
list,
it.
actually.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. I have some thoughts behind it too.
It's funny you bring that up, Jin, because you available later?
It's like you put like super soakers down in the middle of the field, right? And you just run to your super soaker and start blasting each other.
I like that metaphor.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the vibe I get from this, and it's kind of great. Like I just don't know if I would play that be good into that.
Oh, that
yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one. I love that one too. You can only hold one. It just makes it so much sweeter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess without further ado, we'll kind of go into our primary list change. I will say this at the beginning, and I know I've talked to Jin about it. I don't think I've talked to Maddox too much about it besides yesterday, but like texting you and then, not having a reply. So that's not really a conversation.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Shade, baby. But anyways,
I was out skiing. Sorry.
Falling on your ass.
Yeah. No, my left shoulder actually 4 times.
Oh God.
But APOC, man, is, I think if you had like winners and losers, APOC Apocalypse affiliation just became like a really strong winner.
Yeah. And off the back of that, I should probably reach out to Sean in our Discord. I think Spider Foes are probably gonna be really happy. I think all like the mid-range teams are gonna be super happy with this change.
Spider Foes. I mean, Wakanda we already mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Jin. I'm sure you can see some of the writing on the wall with their affiliation too. So
Yeah. No, it's good time. Yeah. If you're like a 4 or 5 wide list, I think like there's plenty of like good food for you to eat here.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. And speaking of 4 or 5 wide, so I'm actually, I hate to say it, I've thought about dropping Dormammu from my list and just running Wide Cabal. And I hate that is a thought, but so my new list, because he's kind of a handicap sometimes now. But anyway, so I don't know if I should go through the characters, maybe for some context. So my current Cabal list, Dormammu, Drac, Red Skull 3, Loki, Wrecking Crew, Bill, Zemo, Winter Soldier, Weapon X, Bob. And so now, that's just some context for the missions that I've chose. So this is an example of an attrition, mostly who wants to play 5 wide team. So I took Mutant Madman, Imkron Crystal, Deadline of Destruction, Legacy Virus, Inhuman Weaponry, and Montesi.
Mm-hmm.
I think those characters. So let's say the changes, right? So this came out. Bill gets slotted in. I think Bill is just going to be extremely good in this meta. He's a really good. I mean, Jin played a game. We played a game on. I was Mutant Madman and some other one with some of the changes, I think.
Yeah.
And Bill's just like a fucking hero. Because he's really good on deadline. He doesn't take any damage, so your opponent will spend a power to give to net 0 on Bill.
It's not even net 0, but they'll spend a power, you'll hang on to it, you pay to reduce, but you still gain a power. So it's like, I guess that is net 0, but like, good grief, it's stupid.
Yeah, it's real dumb. And I know a lot of people have been talking about that. Yeah, whatever. But, if you take Bill, deadline's not a bad option for you. But he's just like, he plays that 5 wide MCP. Like, this is what was going on, I don't know, a year ago, right? He plays that 5 wide MCP just so fucking good and efficient. He's got a double move throw. Like, he can hold an extract. He can survive bullying your opponent's line, So he's just a really good 4 threat, the best in the game, probably for consistency at least. So, yeah, he goes in there. I took him Kron. So I was trying to go attrition. And Kron's actually a Dormammu mission in my list. So I found out real fast that at 19, you have the ideal Dormammu lineup, and you literally stay on the inside of objectives and can rotate 3 of them with Dormammu.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Correct. Yeah.
So because Imkron is that new sword base size.
Yeah, he loves it. He can also, depending on the stack, so I've pulled Imkron with Inhumans Advanced Weaponry. He can literally sit on a secure and grab an extract from 1 move. So you're like, okay. So it's pretty gross. And to be fair, I use Dormammu a bit differently than a damage piece. He's mostly just like this tanky thing that you just can't remove an extract from.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that was kind of where I was going with that. The Inhumans one. So when I looked at this and this is just a general thing we can kind of break from my list, but when I looked at the Inhumans weaponry, I thought, okay, it's a grab and then interact. So like if your opponent grabs one, you can interact with them. If you decide not to grab the point or whatever, right? So like you really have to rush to the middle of the board. And even if it's not turn one and you're both grabbing the extracts, it's like whoever has priority in that case, you have to play like differently and make your matchups really work, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I love that because for my Cabal list, it's like, okay, cool, you go grab that extract. If I run Drak's like, okay, cool, I'm going to go walk up and grab that one. And usually Drak can get across the board typically like pretty quickly. So you deploy Drak in the middle and then you can go to either side and interact with somebody, right? Probably the bad matchup for, whoever sucks at physical or whatever. So whoever doesn't like root, right? So or bleed. But anyways, I think the intention in my mind there of thinking about Inhumans weaponry is that like now you've got a face off. So you take this mission to like force people into the middle on the side of the board, right? Specifically. So it's kind of like that the new Fisk wedding party, except it's an extract. Oh, I want to play that stack. Wedding party with Inhumans.
I played Inhumans and wedding party together. It was very awkward.
Ooh, yeah. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, anyways, that's kind of my list. So
makes sense.
Yeah.
What about you, Jim? And then we'll let's go through, and then obviously we'll touch up on the end about overall.
Yeah.
So with the webs list, I think for now, like we're just gonna sub out. I think I'm gonna sub out cubes for scientific samples because right now, like my initial current one was spider infected cubes and senators. So I think we're gonna try to put in scientific samples in there because it's like it's parity, but then you also get the bonus points. So it's kind of like a more fair paranoia that doesn't like spin out of control like quite as quickly. So. And I think usually you have there's enough secures now that, you can actually make it work pretty well. You have enough displacement as well in webs to make sure that you own the secure points and keep your guys hopefully relatively safe.
There's a cool play you can do where it's like, because you get the extra VP if you're sitting near secure, you can kind of go down in your extract parity, but then you're not super far behind on VPs if there's ever like a weird situation you have to get stuck into that. I like that design of this crisis a lot.
Yeah, so theoretically, for instance, like if I'm playing a hypothetical webs match, I only have like, let's say one of the extracts. I can make sure that person goes kind of last to make sure they get their bonus point, but then also have like Ghost Spider or Scarlet Spider like displace everybody else on their team to make sure they're not getting the bonus point, right?
Yeah. I think it's a really cool design.
Yeah, so that's pretty chill. I'm trying to figure out if I actually like potentially wedding guests, like as
wedding party. Sorry, with the VIPs, the VIPs, yeah. Because this one, like I think you don't take a damage, right? You just lose power, right?
Yeah, you lose the power.
One. So like, but these are like worth 2, and that
Oh, I would love to play you on that. So it's probably not good for webs.
They are surprisingly spread apart. Like when I played on it, it felt very much like I was on 2 distinct sides of the board. It was very hard to interact or to rotate between them.
You know who loves that? APOC.
That's probably the.
And this was a classic. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but this is a classic example where I realized deployment's a lot more important because I deployed completely wrong, and I was stuck with a Spectacular Spider-Man going against a Hood and a Wrecking Crew, and just got annihilated. And he was set up in a really bad spot. But it was really hard to be like, okay, I'm going to rotate over. It was like, man, it's like all the way over there. I had to take an entire turn to like walk, web swing over almost. And so it was very rough, to say the least, to be like, oof, this kind of punished my deployment a lot.
Yeah, it can be very chaotic in thinking about this through. But yeah, it should be a fun one.
So, Jin, when you switch into APOC?
Maybe in 2 weeks. We'll see.
Once I finish your Archangel, I'll send them over.
Yeah, there you go. And then you can play them.
Basically, once you send me the models, I will actually play some games of them.
Yeah.
I think it's a really cool affiliation.
I just played some yesterday. APOC and the new missions fucking kicks ass. Real cool. So
I want to know how we can get a team that wants to run all 3 Fs. So like cubes, Spider Infected, and Terrigen.
Oh god!
And just be like
Hydra, maybe. Wide Hydra.
White Hydra might be it. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, you get some healing factor in there for cubes. You can do
Terrigen's awesome for them because they pass the poison back.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
I was coming in from the angle of it like immune to poison team, so like Inhumans might be like because they have a decent extract game.
I will say I played against those new models. Sorry to interrupt as well, Jen. I do want to touch on the new Inhumans though, and then we can get back to your webs. We've all heard it. I'm just kidding. Inhumans are really good. The King Black Bolt is really good. Maximus's leadership isn't that bad. I think Medusa's is even better.
Dude, don't spoil an episode we're going to do.
Oh, we were going to do that?
I mean, we could.
Well, no one talked to me about it. So. Yeah, no, we'll talk about Inhumans later. But yeah, they're pretty strong. So anyways, webs?
No, that's it. Nothing.
Oh, really?
You're going to make this not a live on one. It's a live on NREP, Jen.
Our special segment.
You just bring up good talking points.
Oh, you just did it again.
Womp, womp, womp. Listeners, I'm sorry. I'm just sorry, listeners.
It's because he likes New Haven's pizza.
I have a cursed existence now on this podcast.
All right, sorry, what were you saying?
Let's both mute, and then we can't interrupt.
No, I mean, like, literally, that's it. Like, I think Terrigen Cloud canisters is really interesting.
Do you think there was much, like, change for webs with the new missions?
I think there's new extract opportunities, right?
Yeah.
And there's more, like, counterplays, I think. Like, I think having Nick Fury in a webs list, I think, like, is, like, really good, for instance. Like, I think because I think he plays the unexpected guests, like, really well because, they can just grab 2 guests immediately. The sample, you wouldn't take him because like the grunts can't help you score the bonus point. So then you would rely on your more normal models like instead,
Yeah. One thing that I did, I mean, I know this was a play before, but I haven't heard any other, because like this week I listened to a lot of podcasts on my like drives, and I haven't heard people talk about the fact that like Senators is still really good for webs, especially with Nick Fury. So I just want to like kind of highlight that as well. It's still a solid mission for them.
Yeah, because most of the time with webs, like, this is just a side tangent. It's old news for most people, but just keep in mind that any team that has access to a lot of like place effects, right? That single move isn't too bad when you also have a superpower that lets you place, right?
Yeah.
As well.
Web swing is what you're alluding to here. Yeah.
Web swings, or even if you have a place too, like with, like even with Hulk or something.
Or Ghost. Cat
Ghost.
Cat Ghost?
What the fuck's her name?
Steven, do you smell burnt toast right now? You having a stroke?
What is her name? Black Cat. Yeah. She's got the 2 please.
Cat Ghost.
Cat dog.
But real quick, actually going off that, Jen. So I had kind of thought that with Terrigen canisters because, like, you get slowed, but most webs still have some sort of other movement tech. So in my brain, I kind of looked at Terrigen canisters as like Senators almost. I guess the poison is really crappy, but it's not a guaranteed poison. You have to roll for it.
Yeah, but 3 dice, like for most of the characters, like I think there's like it's a coin flip that you get the poison, and they really don't want the poison at the end of the day. I think what it is, webs will be okay, like playing into it if someone else brings it, but it wouldn't be a plan A on their side, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you're
that makes
going
sense.
like things change with webs. Like so, for example, when we played Jen, actually, you ran a 5 wide webs list. Which I really loved, and I hope the Spider-Man 2099 box brings them more in line with that kind of playstyle. But anyways, I really like that 5 wide. I think Terrigen maybe not so bad. Like if 4 of your characters, the poison sucks, but like if 4 of your characters have web swings, right? It's not, the slow's not too bad. Plus you have the card to shake it. Right? That's what Aunt May's does.
No, it's just when you're No, I think it just shakes.
No, remove
stun,
slow.
Right?
Remove slow and remove a damage.
Oh, well, you don't have slow on you. You just move slow.
Yeah, you just move slow.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. So that really hampers like Ghost Spider and Black Cat. Like, it would be very hard to justify those unless you're just using her as a stagger bot, I think, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which could be the role, but Spider-Woman, who I initially thought would be really good in that, is like, oh, wait, nope. She's a long mover. She only has a range 2 place. It doesn't feel as good, on that one.
Yeah. You know who likes that? APOC. I'm just going to keep saying that, even if it's not true.
Every single crisis game likes that.
You know who fucking loves New York pizza and not New Haven? That's APOC.
Apocalypse would be a New Yorker.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would. If he wasn't already from Egypt. But yeah, tomato. All right. So cool. So Jin, any final thoughts or anything on your stuff?
Just that I'm really happy with the switch out. I think the paranoia being removed and also the 15s being removed, and just generally scoring is basically more plentiful overall.
Yeah, no more ease.
No more ease, yeah, and just more map interactions, and more things to sort of help address extract teams. So, canisters, the uninvited guests and things like that, and also deadline destruction, all great little things that sort of slightly punish a runaway extract team, I guess.
Yeah, so they did a really good job. We didn't talk about this, but we should mention they balanced from both ends of the spectrum, right? They took away super attrition and they've balanced out.
Yeah, but Extremis is still in the rotation, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, well, one step at a time, right? next year, when the X-Men 97 pack releases, it'll.
But also, gone. Extremis is in the core set, so I imagine they're not going to move core set.
They might
core
eventually.
Set stuff out.
I feel
but I think this maybe the first time they don't do it.
Yeah, they're messing around here. Still a bit of an experiment because they said they were going to do this every year. That's a new thing. So
yeah.
So cool. And then Maddox, last but not least.
Yeah, Shield. So yeah, I've done quite a bit of switch up with mine because I lose all my E's, obviously. So most of my secures are different. So
you must have been sitting there oh my God, my brain.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, I have to read these and try to think about what I did. So I came to the idea of trying to go back to a wider shield list, kind of like when I used to play them. I still have Namor in there. I took the time gem off him because it just was too hard to fit him in there. So I have Iron Man 3 threat back in, Helen Commandos back in. I'm using them a lot. I'm right on the edge of dropping Hulk, just because I don't think so.
Actually.
Yeah. And I brought the Black Widow in because she's a long mover, does a lot more extract play stuff. Then I've kind of played more Nick Jr. leadership. And so I like the ones because I still have all my my long range shooters and stuff. And so I like these more squished in maps kind of thing. So the new sword base one, what's it called? Imcon Crystal. Same concept where sword base, I could sit on a point and I could shoot across the other side. The Guardians Save Shi'ar one, which is that new pay to flip where you roll 3 dice. Same concept. I'm pretty sure you can reach across and shoot across. And then I don't get super punished with if I have Hawkeye or Agent Venom or something like that and they have a 2 energy defense or something like that, it's just 3 dice. So kind of like that. But the big one I like is Deadline to Destruction, the one we played on. I'm really excited for that one. I think that's going to look pretty happy because, again, it's more a squished in D map and I can kind of just shoot from the edges. Like when I was playing against you and the Howling Commando sometimes in older games used to just sit on a point and not ever do anything. But now I can move them forward and I can shoot range 4 but still be stealthed and kind of touch out more, which I really like. And then also...
It would not be on a D where you're kind of out
in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, right?
Yep.
And then they have my movement tech where they can do Brothers in Arms and move people around. And so I feel that's more important now. And having leaderships that give you movement. So Nick Fury Jr.'s aggressive triggers.
Did you say... Did you also say famine?
Famine apocalypse? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm 6 months late to this party.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny.
Yeah.
Hey guys, did you know Apocalypse is a really good?
Did you know he was released? I've only painted 2 of them.
Yeah, this guy still has
a gun for an arm.
He still has a 7 dice range 3 attack too.
Yeah,
they didn't nerf him.
That's actually why I like Dracula too. To be fair, in this new setup because he's got the L move and he's mobile.
Yeah. And then something I did was I looked at the secures. I'm okay, I'm pushing Nick Jr. a lot more, so I have a lot more grunts. So my extracts, I went all the roads downs of things that my grunts can pick up and be better. So it's Inhuman Weapons, Hammers, and Montesi because my grunts can pick them up and can do better than they've done before. And then Inhuman Weapons is really funny because you can do the play where you start, if you have prio, of course, or if you like get lucky, you can grunt Nick up and take up both of them on one side and like, this is all mine over here. And you don't have to deal with the annoyance of like, oh, there's somebody right next to me right now kind of thing. So I like that quite a bit for my grunts.
So, fun fact for our listeners, they still haven't fixed grunts.
Shield grunt's still very good.
Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I mean, I liked when we played that one game. I mean, to be fair, it's one game, but like
it's just one game.
Yeah, that's actually the thing. So I don't think we've ever said this on air before, but for our newer, we do have a lot of newer listeners. I think one of the biggest things that you have to do, and I was telling, so our friend, our local, I'll just mention him by name here, Kenny, has like been like, I'm going to get better. So I'm only going to play one faction. And so I even told him like, don't make a character switch until you play 5 games, 3 to 5 games.
Yeah.
Because you need that consistency to really see how they actually affect the game. Because MCP is like by nature more of a swingy game. Mm-hmm. And the mission stacks are also all so different, right? So when you have the two extract, when you have the extract and secure together, that's like its own new mission that you have to like see how a character does on that mission. So yeah, small changes one at a time, kind of the Matic. Unfortunately, it's the boring Maddox method, but
yeah,
it does make you better with your list.
Yeah. Or at least think about it, because I think I was dealing with was, okay, I need to change my 2-threat because I brought the 4-threat Black Widow in, so I had 2-threat Widow. And I was like, man, list building is very challenging with her. Whereas like, I want to bring her, but I can't. So I was like, okay, I either bring a second 4-threat that's affiliated, or I change my 2-threat. So I think I changed it over to Toad, but I'm still not positive about that. It might be Bullseye, but I don't know. I need to play.
You used to run Bullseye.
Yeah, exactly, right? And so it's nice to have that guaranteed damage in Bullseye.
Yeah.
Plus, it'd also be nice to be like, I can... Bullseye loves to do guaranteed damage. So if you're on like Deadline to Destruction, you can like, okay, you can drop that extract. If you don't, I ping you, and I can ping you more with his I Never Miss. So that sounds kind of fun to do.
Yeah.
It'd be cool also if you can like start on one, hit and run, like, and then walk to the other one.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. So from playing on that mission one time, so I'm clearly an expert. I will say that range 3, it's really hard to hit 2. If your opponent's positioning correctly, you usually get 1. But that being said, I didn't kill Spider-Man. I took Spider-Man's extract because I pinged him. He was alive on 1. And then I went to ping him again and Steven dropped it. So it does have an effect, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah. And it's something you got to be careful of, or you at least got to know about.
Yeah. I don't think it's as... I've heard... So other podcasts have talked about that maybe being a problem. I don't know if it's that bad.
I don't think it is. Because,
Yeah.
like, unless you have an extract player, like, in the middle, you can always... Like, that's the thing, too. You can drop it. Like, sometimes it's just right to drop it, right?
Well, if
like,
you're going to die, you're going to drop it anyways, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Especially if they're, like, going to ping you, and then, like, okay, they're over there on the actual console. They don't have a range movement to get this. Okay, I'll just drop it, go that character, pick right back up, right?
Yeah,
and
or...
so, like,
even if they are going to pick it up, it's like, well, now they have to if it's at the beginning of their activation, they do that, right? Now it's like, okay, now you have to commit, so you lose an action.
Yeah, exactly, right?
If you want the model gone.
I think people harped onto like, oh, it does damage, but like, no, like, you could just drop the extract.
Yeah.
You know, this means that, you know, Dr. Octopus with This Is Our Day is going to get played now, finally.
What is that? I don't even know what that does, man.
Oh man, that card's great.
Well, you're a Spider-Foes closeted fan, so...
It's, if you have the OG Doc Ock, so the 3-threat Doc Ock, and then Green Goblin, it's a card... I don't know what you have to pay for to play it.
Oh, no. This is different, actually.
If you have fewer BPs than your opponent, Ock can play this. Each time an allied character would drop an objective token, you may place it instead of... You can place it... Oh my god, Steven, do you switch to Spider-Foes? It's actually pretty solid. So you get to place the objective, not your opponent, if they would drop it. Oh.
So it's like you have the shield agents, like the Black Widow, like,
yeah.
But you get the place with the 3 instead.
That's awesome on that mission. That's like
I was
truly
thinking
awesome.
I was thinking of Wildlight Plans, the one that makes you like your opponent drop if you're holding a bunch of them.
that's also really good still, too.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking like cards like that, you know, like, and yeah, Shield having both the agents and Widow being in faction I think it's going to be very interesting for like scenarios like this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yo, fuck Black Widow 4. She is impossible to kill.
Dude, yeah, she's so tanky. That's why I always forget. Like, she does not die very easily.
She does not. Yeah, any kind of you had more thoughts, right? Or
I personally like Terrigen canisters because of kind of like we talked about, it slows down a lot of those like really objective focused lists, because I don't think Shield is like a primo objective based team. So if I can,
they lean attrition, I think.
Yeah, so
I would disagree personally.
well, I think they're pretty good at it, but I don't think they're like the best, right? So I think Terrigen is like, I still think I can play well on Terrigen Mist or Terrigen.
Wait, you're saying
canisters.
that the team that has access to 2 drop, you choose where the drop. Sit Rep and Shieldmobile and Eye in the Sky are not
Jim,
a good.
he's number 5.
Hey,
my man.
yeah. Well, they are,
come
and
on.
that's why I'm like, hey, a 5 extract thing, I think I can play well on, and
Yeah,
yet
you know
it
what,
slows
Steven?
down.
I agree. I don't think Cabal's very attrition either.
But then I can slow them down, and they can't run away from me. And I have all the movement tech to keep up with them. So like I feel like it helps me quite a bit. So I played that mission a couple times, and I kind of do like it. You just can't pick up anything
Terrigen,
on
you're
Nick.
talking about?
Yeah, because if you pick up on Nick and he gets poisoned, you're like, oh my god, fuck my day. I lose eye in the sky. So you just have to be smart about it. But I like that mission a lot.
Yeah, I can see that for Shield. I want to try that. I have it in my my APOC list, but I don't know why, actually.
Well, hold on.
I'm not so sure he's good on that, but
Can you post your APOC list and it's just literally every single crisis added into it and like way over
it's
the
all
next
of the
one?
new ones. Yeah.
just all of
Oh,
them.
look how good he is. He plays on everything. I did rework it yesterday after my game. Not that like APOC lists. So yes, they're kind of unoriginal, right? Like once you get who you kind of want for your horseman. You have like a main horseman who you would do at higher threat levels, and you have like a kind of weaker one at lower, and then it's like, okay, cool, we got that. Now it's over. So like the list building aspect of APOC, I think runs its course. But this is a whole nother tangent. But I think APOC is like in game. He just becomes a player decision. Like he has so many player decisions, right? Like so much like tech he can use. So that's where you really see him shine, I think, and how someone's playing APOC, now what they're bringing with him. But anyways, I mean, there's a little bit of options, right? You got like, you can choose between Toad and Honey Badger for your 2. I guess that's a cool.
Who the fuck is bringing Honey Badger and APOC?
I've thought of bringing both because of the way, so you could go really wide.
Get out of here.
It's an affiliation taunter, right? And you can make her death so that she can die and give you like a ton of tokens.
And then Toad can become Pestilence.
Jen just shut me down.
And also, occasionally, those 2 threats will get to roll like 3+ dice on their attacks.
Yep.
And that can kill people.
Plus, you're 6 wide with APOC, which doesn't really happen ever. So it's not the worst thing in the world, to be honest.
I did love when I played Toad with his spender with the death on it. It was just like, oh, my Toad is just going to kill you now. And you're like, wait, what?
I've had that against me so many times. I've been like, God damn it. But yeah. I think Wolverine's probably better with death, but here we are.
Nah.
Well, there's also Psylocke too. There's a lot of options. I think every horseman is better than you may think initially.
Yeah,
I would say
That's a good way of putting it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Psylocke Famine, oof, my God, that's spicy. I was like, holy shit, she's good. Okay, anyways, moving on from Apocalypse. We'll just cut this and make it its own mini episode.
Release it separately.
Yeah, sorry. So fun fact for my listeners, when I get like hooked on an idea, I become very obsessed with it. So right now it's APOC. But it's also my off season competitively, kind of. I'm not going to another tournament until who the hell knows, maybe April. So I'm just kind of like dicking around with ideas. But
makes sense.
Yeah, but anyway, so any final thoughts on El Shieldio? Are you going to play Spider Foes, actually, honestly?
No, I'm going to keep playing Shield.
Oh, come on, Steven.
I mean, I'll play Spider Foes for fun here and there, probably.
I feel like they have. I feel like Spider Foes look spicy as well.
I'm at least committed to Shield to Adepticon, so maybe after
Only so
Adepticon,
much,
I'll make a change.
You haven't switched in like 2 years. I don't know. It might be time.
And it'd be funny because it'd literally be I would switch back to the thing I originally played. So like it'd be funny if I didn't actually play anything different.
That would be funny. Also sad. No, you play what you want, but I do think it's a pretty solid time for foes, and you'd probably have a lot of fun playing them. Yeah. So, do we have any besides me? Because we all know who my winner is. Brush your shoulders off. But do we have any final thoughts, winners, losers from all these changes for teams? Any thoughts on that?
The Spider Foes. I was curious if like Thor 1 Asgard leadership would feel good on these.
They were good at pay to flips before.
Yeah, they were. That's kind of what I was thinking. There's more pay to flip options available too. You can play Terrigens, get rid of the poison.
Plus, Bill's really good again.
Yeah, and Bill's good, so he's an affiliation. So maybe, and they're still like you still have Loki and Mighty Thor and stuff, so they're still good.
So a sleeper list that I didn't even think of till I just scrolled through all my my lists I've made. It's not that many, Steven.
I think you're lying to me.
It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 right now, and one of them's I just in there because I took it to a big tournament.
Oh my god, only 10.
Yeah, that's not a lot for me. I used to have like 20, 40K lists at least. But anyways, Defenders, I think, are now in another really good spot because they're another one of those really solid mid-range teams who also can turn off an objective. So, plus they have like 3 phenomenal models in affiliation, being Hulk, Namor, and like Shang-Chi. So, they look like they'll probably make a comeback in a more mission playing style rather than that kind of like West Coast attrition. Jin, you've been awfully quiet.
Yeah, I'm just looking through the affiliation list. Like, obviously, APOC and Webs, we already touched on it, feels really great.
What did you say about APOC?
Oh my god. Calm it down, buddy.
Send me your APOCs, I'll paint them all.
I feel that there is a very singular thing in Steven's life right now.
He's the blue mutant, bitch.
No, actually, I was thinking Criminal Syndicate should be in a great spot. They have 3 effective leaders that they like to play mid-range. And I think, man, I can't stop thinking about Elektra having another thing so she can either hit you with Montesi or she can hit you with the human weapon and still get power from that as well, which is interesting.
Good point.
So,
in Criminal or in Defenders?
Both, actually,
Electra's solid. I like her a lot.
She has hand ninjas that can pick them up too. So
pass it back as well, which is a nice play. Yeah, Criminal looks real good now that you mention it.
Yeah, and I think also with Inhumans box coming out, I'm sure those guys are going to be a huge contender.
Yeah, I played into the new ones. They are very good, scary good at points. Yeah, actually looking at the affiliations list, so I also went to Jarvis and dropped down. I'm looking at these affiliations, and honestly, every single one, I'm like, oh yeah, they got, not every single one, but like I would say 70% of these, I'm like, wow, yeah, they have play.
Are you telling me Sentinels is back on the map, buddy?
No. Well, Sentinels was one I was excluding, along with New Mutants. Along with... no, I think Weapon X has play here.
Yeah, I think Winter Guard also, they're actually happy to get Terrigens, I think, actually.
Really? I guess. But
it would be like Sentinels, New Mutants...
Dynamo on
Hellfire.
not an E-map feels bad.
He's still good, though.
He's good, but man, he is so slow.
He's a power battery for a 4 threat. That's solid.
Maddox, we literally just talked about all the maps. They got tighter or there's less secures.
I guess.
So he's got play.
But he's not on an E, Jin. You're going to break his brain.
You're not Stark Armory, 6 dice beam and 5 people.
Well, not with that attitude.
I love it.
All right, so we're telling me it's trap list, Dynamo list, where I bring everybody in so I can beam them with Dynamo.
Oh, we can play that, my Cabal trap list against that.
Put Dynamo in there.
Oh, that was my other idea last week. I was like, I'm going to run Trap House now.
Yep. Yeah, like I said, all the type maps really make things like Trap House more viable as well. So that's also a plus.
Yeah, I'm going to try that one out in a practice game or two. See, here's the problem with lists, right? Is they take commitment to do right. So like you really have to commit to like at least 5 to 10 games with a list to be like, okay, this is solid for me. But anyways, that's a different caveat.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Rising Tide, though, all affiliations, I think, more or less got some boost in some way, except for the couple we mentioned, because those are more structural problems.
Yeah.
But everyone else, though, the other 25 or so affiliations, I think it's a good time for you guys.
Yeah. I'm interested. Go ahead.
You can play different models now, too. You don't have to run Thanos and Thor 2 as well as
That's
shells.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, the shells seem like they're diminished. Like, just sliding it. Yeah, both the shell lists, the major ones, Hellfire, and I mean, who knows with what AMG releases, if there will be some kind of like, what's his face? The guy who has no confidence.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
The guy who has confidence, actually, is this thing.
Well, you take it away. That's my whole game plan.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Put bleed on them.
I mean, Trap House list will be great against them, but I will say that if you're just attacking them, if you run them into a bodyguard list, I think Gladiator might be really annoying to deal with.
Oh, so like Wakanda or something?
Yeah, or Steve.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't played too much into Avengers, to be completely honest. But some lack of experience kind of clouding my comment. But
yeah, I am also slightly concerned down the road, not just with Gladiator. It's like, is King Black Bolt going to be too much? We're going to see, But
he didn't feel that way the one game I played into him. But he did also feel very powerful. Yeah.
The fact that they're keeping these guys as size 2s, I think it does a lot to make them a lot less scary as far as like controlling them goes.
Yep, I hid behind a size 4 building with Zemo, and he couldn't get to me for like a whole turn. So it was actually pretty solid. But the beams. I mean, he's got fly. I don't know. It's hard because he's got the stupid hit and run at range 4. It's just tough to deal with in general. So
yeah. So. But so far, like currently, as everything stands, what's currently released and what's known, seems like a good time to play MCP, guys.
Yeah, it really does. Good way to finish it off.
Yeah. So that being said, follow us, because I think that was kind of a weirdly enough a natural conclusion. So follow us. We never have that. That's like the first time that's ever fucking happened. You can follow us at Alive on One on our Instagram handle. You can email us, and honestly, if you do want your APOC commissioned, I'm more than happy to paint like 7 of them. So you can email me for that at aliveon1@gmail.com. Follow us on Facebook. Leave a like or review on Apple and Spotify, or wherever you want to listen. Below is our affiliate link with huge miniatures. We still have it in there to check out their liquid pigments. That was from episodes ago.
You can get rid of that word.
Do we copy and paste our episode structures? Anyway, so you can link below for that. Our link below in our Discord. Again, we got the Alive on One tournaments, which continue to kind of run. We always have so far over 20 people, so they're a good TTS option. March 15th, Cancer, get on that waiting list because I'm sure a couple people will drop. Going to be a great time. 40
March 15th, people. Cancer.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yeah.
It's been a long day. Yeah, March 15th, our cancer event. Hopefully no one there will get cancer on that day.
But if you do,
I don't know.
This to support you.
The following year will be your event.
If I can just plug something really quick.
Absolutely.
I'm going to have the first episode of a series we're going to do on RSMP called the Red Room Training Videos. So it's going to be hopefully affiliation agnostic tips that people can have to get better at, their initial turn 0 stuff and also mid-turn stuff as well. So just to give people more confidence in their day-to-day decision-making at Marvel Crisis.
I love the sound of that. That sounds great.
Yeah. So let me know how it is. It should be releasing tomorrow. Whenever this gets, by the time this is released, the episode will be out.
Yeah,
all right, cool.
Yeah.
So please check it out. Give us some comments. Let us know how we're doing on those and what would you like to see and if there's any changes you would like.
Sweet.
But thank you guys for having me
Plus, you
on.
could just stare at Jen for like over an hour or so. So, Oh. Anyways, no, that's great. You mentioned that before about doing those segments. I love it. So,
yep.
And yeah, thank you again for listening. Not sure what the next episode will be. We do plan on doing. Nick and I have this cool kind of like plan to do a review of the new Daredevil, the first couple episodes, along with the comic it was supposed to be based on, just to kind of talk about that bring more comics into our whatever, our podcast. I forgot. Man, it's been a really long day. So anyways, as always, thank you so much for listening. Godspeed, Cat Ghost.